Hello. Hi, you guys. You beat me to it. Can you hear me okay? I decided to show you the table in all its glory. How is everybody? Hi, Peggy. Hey, Venus. How's your day going? Okay, cool. Awesome. Peggy, I have some really cool ideas. Like one, we could make these with our wood burning stuff. We got to talk about that. So, oh, I don't know about beautiful. I was gonna show my face, and then I realized that was probably a bad idea. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. This whole screen just popped up. What do I do? There. It's gone. Right? Isn't that a good idea? And I think we probably a stencil. I need to learn. I want to do that. And I'm practicing, Peggy. I just found another one of the, what do you call it? A drill or something? Hi, Jonna. Jeez, I can't say that right. Jonna. Oh, thanks. Look at these. I hate what's worse, me or my hands? I don't know. So I just wasn't sure what you guys wanted to do today. I am here to help. I also love to chit chat. You guys know that. Look what I have here, Peggy. I'm studying. These are deep. You guys, if you're interested, this is an amazing deck. It's called Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. It is so amazing and really deep. Look at that card. Isn't that beautiful? Wait, okay. Hold on. Is that better? No, too much light. No, I didn't find my notes. So, but no, there. Sorry, that's a little darker, but we're going to go with that, right? Let's try that. Yes, look at that. That's so pretty. These are deep, though. I'm studying these before I use them. I know, this really cool person got them for me. This really, really cool person. Hi, Alicia. Do you say Alicia or Alicia? My mother-in-law was Alicia. I know they were a gift. A gift. I got a present. And Peggy, I haven't forgotten to mail your stuff. Hi, Zandu. My members, I've got a few of you guys. I'm so grateful. So I'm sending certain little things. I know. Give me a chance. I'm not sending you Palo Santo because now I think about how much wood you must have. Alicia, I love that too. You want to know another story about Alicia and Alicia? Listen to this, you guys. My father passed away in 2016. Long story short, my daughter had been gifted 23andMe. Okay, I'll write that, Jonna. Let me write that down. Wait, I have your notes. Hold on. Anyway, through my daughters, I've got yours. We can do some chatting about you. Through my daughter's DNA, I found out my dad had given away a baby boy, and he passed away. I never knew him. And then I have a sister-in-law and a niece named Alicia, and 3 grandniece and nephews I've never met here in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm not in Jacksonville, they are. So Alicia, I mean, it's all through my life. It's just so cool. Right? I know. I was a little mad at my dad, to say the least. Let me put this over here. Hey, Ed. How are you, my friend? I know. I've got to go see them. You know, my daughter lives in Jacksonville, so I've got to go meet them. It's just opening up a whole thing. Um, I've talked to them on the phone and my brother FaceTimed them, but wow, I know. Okay. So, Jonna, hold on a minute. Oh, really? Whoa, Peggy, we have so much in common. I can't even figure it out. Also, Peggy, hold on a minute. Are you a 7? I know it. I know you're 8881, which is 7, right? 7881, 7888, 8881, which is 7, right? Right, Peggy? Thank you. I'm okay. I decided I put makeup on and everything, and I thought they just want to see the table. It works best, but I was struggling. Peggy, what's your birth date again? There's something on my mind I want to tell you. For your what is it, QRHT training or session? I think you're going to have a lot of soldier stuff, warrior stuff come up. What is it, Peggy? Do you mind putting it in the chat real quick? Yes, but I need to get more accustomed to that. I've had hypnotherapy, but not that. Peggy, if you don't mind, shoot your birth date in there, and then I'll get to everybody really quick. Ed, if did I do numerology for you? You might enjoy it. I'm waiting for Peggy. Come on, Peggy. I don't see it. Let me look. I don't see it, Peggy. Put it, not QHHT. Put your birth date. I think it was 8881. I know it's 8881. That's your code, which is 24/25/7. So when you talk to Jen, I think you're going to come up with a lot of Cancerian energy, chariot energy, and that soldier vibe, warrior, past life stuff. And I can't wait to know what it is. Maybe like you were definitely some sort of healer during past life stuff. I don't know how else to put it. Ed, just stick around because somebody beat you to it. But all I need is your birth date, no times or places, and Peggy. Because Peggy's a member, I just want to make sure. And I know this is one busy woman. And so, Peggy, I want to answer your questions. If you wanted me to look at the girls again real quick, we can do that. Or anything. Remember, you did give me a couple birth dates you wanted me to look at. And then, Ed, just wait because I'm going to help Venus real quick. And then you, if you don't mind sticking around. I know it's late where you are. Oh, and Jonna. Okay, let me write you guys down. Venus, did you put your birthday in here? Jonna, I see yours. Jonna, there you are. Well, I've got you. I talked about that. No, this is different. This is, oh, for your 5-year-old. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, no, this is different. Okay, I got you, Jonna. Um, oh, 404. Wow, what a strong, good leader this person is going to be. Just saying from that. And let me catch up here. Xanadu. Let me start a little list. You guys, be patient with me. Be patient with me. Xanadu, you are just a few years younger than me. And look at those numbers 11, 25. Wow, so cool. Danny, okay, Peggy. She needs to tap in with Danny and Bella, right? Oh, and you. Okay, cool. Oh, you and Danny. Okay. That's so cool. Let's do that. Uh Love. Peggy, did I ever tell you my son is 1018? He's a Libra, but he's got a lot of Sag in him too. Wait, yeah, oh yeah, the 51, 61, got it. And 10. Look at that. Okay. Who else am I? Let's see. You had a snooze. That's cool. Okay. Do I have everybody? Okay. Let me start with Peggy. Because if any of you guys want to be members, then you get to go top of the list and you get little gifties from me and anything else I can do. I wonder where Monique is today. I worry about her. All right, Peggy, give me a second. Let's take a look at this. Chat amongst yourselves. Oh. Oh, and Peggy, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's 881. So 16, 7. That's what it was. 8, 8, 8, 1. So first of all, Peg, I know it's probably backwards for you and everything, but Danny, although he doesn't have the 5 in him, which is like a huge connector for me, he has that energy of the hermit, the prophet, and this old soul stuff I'm talking about, which doesn't apply to you now. So I don't know. I'm so curious what went on in a past life. We'll look at that. But you guys are definitely connected through these 8s. And I would say what you're dealing with Danny being a 9, let's read that and see what you think about it, okay? Hold on a second, because every time I read this, it's different for who you're thinking about. Sometimes it's the person I'm reading for, sometimes it's their significant other. So, let me get this out of my way. And too, Peggy, I would say he's very intuitive, but obviously, even if I didn't know you so well, you're just more intuitive. You're the magician and the alchemist. And knowing how balanced you are, it just creates such a strong, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm going to have to read to you some of that. But let's talk about Danny. Hermit qualities in this world include loners, spiritual by nature. So there's a good connection there. Introspective, a deep desire to understand things, struggles with feeling connected to the world, empathic, difficult to know, shrouded, which is true of magicians too. So I bet it sometimes it's hard for you guys to communicate. Emotional, complex, complicated, sexual, if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, who knows? Reactive, easily triggered, struggles with issues surrounding self-shame, self-forgiveness, struggles with forgiveness of others, self-esteem issues, wounded, like came into this world wounded. If you go in and you get a chance to talk to Jen about any of that, check on him. He came with stuff that doesn't even belong to him, but he can't help it. Guarded, may have a tendency to self-harm. Curious about the world, secretive, abandonment issues, rejection issues, attachment issues, a deep desire for intimacy, but at the same time struggles with it. Struggles with issues of trust and loyalty. May use injuries to avoid future life experience. Sensitive, desire to lead others to a spiritual awareness. Private, suffers alone, withdraws when wounded. Protective, defensive. Peae, uses anger as a form of emotional protection. Often feels misunderstood, suffers from depression and isolation, hard on oneself, a perfectionist, may abuse alcohol or drugs to kind of numb. Hey, Angie in the house. Hey, girl. Love you. I was just telling Peae I've got to jump on board the yoga thing. I keep forgetting. Okay, Peae, a few more. The addiction stuff, obsessive, hide injuries with a false front, engaging, supportive, not only empathic, but has a lot of empathy for people, I guess at times, cuts all ties when betrayed. And I love what Lindsay has here. Some famous hermit people, you guys will love this. Mother Teresa, Elvis Presley, Bob Marley, Ray Charles, Jim Carrey, Heidi Fleiss, Prince, Kurt Cobain, Cher, Rock Hudson, Chris Angel. And let me see what else I can tell you. Peae, there's an affirmation that maybe you can write down or watch the replay. Maybe when Danny's in a spiritual open way, he might like this affirmation. Who knows? It's worth a try. And those of you who do have the 9 energy, you would probably call it your life path number. I call it your energy number. You guys, this is the affirmation for the hermit, the prophet, that 9. I am a beautiful soul that needs to feel loved in my life. I will open my heart to receive love. I will allow myself to be filled, knowing that I am deserving and worthy. I am safe. I will trust. I am good. I am present in my body. I hold my head high. I am grateful and I am blessed. Now, some stones, Peae, that might help Danny, if he's willing. Labradorite connects one to universal light. Smoky quartz, purification. Jade promotes compassion, love, forgiveness, self-love. Lapis connects one to universal wisdom. Turquoise, stone of wisdom, faith, and trust. And selenite restores your innocence. It's also very protective, and obviously I love it. Peae, do you want to hear more about, I want you to hear more about the justice, the advocate that you are, so that maybe you guys can understand your commonalities and differences and why you've come together, right? Do you mind? Okay. And whatever doesn't apply to you all, just leave it behind. Angie, Peggy is an 8, but she's an 8881. And she's amazing. You know what she doesn't have, to me, Peggy, you don't have that energy that's split that you may hear me talk about. You are one of the most balanced 8s I've ever met. That being said, 8s are amazing visionaries. Really, really. Then you combine that times 3 plus that magician alchemist energy in you. That's why you're so spiritual. And I just can't wait to hear what your past life experiences have been. But justice qualities people associated with the 8: intense, focused, logical thinkers, guarded emotionally, resolute spirit, often find themselves between 2 opposing forces. Now, that may resonate with you where you were maybe a childhood split, but you've done a good job of healing, in my opinion. Analytical, has difficulty shutting off their minds. Complex, critical, brings uncompromising balance to the world. Respect issues, peacekeepers, feels more comfortable. You don't like confrontation. Avoid confrontation. You may be aggressive, but it's more of a reactive, defensive type of nature. Strong conviction in your beliefs. Controlling. And with the 3 and Danny, he can be controlling too. It's that emperor empress thing going on. So think about that a little bit. Seekers of justice, seekers of truth, dedicated, ambitious. Is this not Peggy? Deeply protective and private about personal life. Forceful, I think, in a very humble way. Serious, but she laughs a lot. I love it. Highly effective at evaluating situations and circumstances. My dogs are going nuts. I'm sorry. Politically minded, opinionated, highly organized, protective. And my son just caused that. Just saying. Energy most impacted by injustices in the world. Protects the vulnerable and provides a voice for those who are silent. Can be intimidating. Listens to both sides of an issue before coming to their own conclusion. I love that so much. Private about personal suffering, introspective, completely dedicated to a cause they support. Can be rigid, able to do difficult things when needed, requires structure and balance in life, uses verbal shots when wounded, needs to learn to be objective and forgiving, grounding and balance issues. I don't think you have. You've done it. Famous justice people, Nelson Mandela, Robin Williams, Amy Winehouse, Jane Fonda, Pablo Picasso, Elizabeth Taylor, Oliver Stone, Axl Rose. And Peggy, I have an affirmation for you if I've never given it to you. And anybody who's running in the energy of the 8, the justice, the advocate that I'm speaking of, I am in a place of calm. My mind is still, my body is relaxed. I will draw all of my energy into the core of my being. I will remain grounded, present, balanced, focused. I am at one with the energy within my spirit. And the stones that are great for your frequency, Peggy, Boji stones, grounding, balancing, tourmaline, grounding, obsidian, grounding, carnelian, heals wounds of the heart, courage, labradorite connects one with universal light, and lapis connects one to universal wisdom. And you guys, when you do your numerology life code and you honor all of the numbers, then you would see you are so many pages of this book. Just like astrology, you're not just one sign, you're literally 12. So most people, Peggy has a strong 8 and a 1. But Danny, also remember this, Peggy, his code is 96387 because 9s and 6s mirror each other. So I want you to know that he has a tendency to spend, as you know, a lot. Also, he has an 8, but I don't feel that he's quite as balanced as you are. He's operating in that gap. And yeah, I know too much. And he comes with a lot of past life wounds that he's not even responsible for. But if I were to read all of those qualities to you about him, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a lot, but it's amazing. And there's a lot when people want to use this to work on their own self and relationships and family. This goes really deep. Now, Peggy, I want to explain something else to you and see what resonates because with all this 8s and I kind of forget some of the childhood stuff. Let's see. I want to do some of the year work for you guys so you can see what that looks like. And then I promise I'll move on to the next. Takes a lot of patience when you're in my life. 4, 5, 6, right? Yeah. This is a 9-year for you, Peggy, life path 9-year. Most people say, I don't know what they say. I say it's your life path 9. Completion, a lot of endings and stuff like that. A lot of truths are going to come to light. Now, let me do some math real quick, which is scary because I'm a writer. I'm not good at math. I have to count on my fingers sometimes. Where's my phone? I should have brought my phone. Hold on. Why am I being an idiot? 2015. Okay, hold on. You guys, how you doing? If anybody nasty comes in the chat, kick them out. I got to make somebody a moderator so we can do that. I think we have a good group. We're fine. What happened here? I did something wrong. Hold on. What am I doing wrong? I am doing something wrong. Hold on, Peggy. Oh, duh. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, duh. 1988. 1979. Hold on, Peggy, almost done. 1970. $1961. See? All right. 1961, Peggy. When you were little, All right. Hey, you guys. Okay, Peggy, these are years. So they're, and you don't have to go in. Is Peggy still here? God, I hope she's still here. Yes, I do need a calculator, but it's okay because when I do it like this, Peggy, I got to get in touch. Oh, we got the tea. That's so cool. Okay, Peggy, you're here. I seriously, we've talked a lot, and I don't remember what went on when you were little, but also when your mom was pregnant with you. When you were born, significant. So now we have to look at what was going on with your mom, because then you can understand some of what you've brought into this world that doesn't belong to you. And I think somewhere around these years are going to make sense to you. 1970, 1979, 1988, 1997, 2006, 2015. Did that make sense? I could keep going, I think. Well, it kind of leads us up. Yeah. Does that make sense? So I would say when you were little, not knowing that there was, yeah, some do. I might be off a little bit. I'm serious. I better bring a calculator, but um there's reasons where I could see where you had some trauma when you were little or when your mom was pregnant with you. And interestingly enough, you really don't have a lot of the mother father energy. You know what I'm saying? And then I would say there's something up with Danny's dad. Hi, Sherry. Hey, guys, come on in. I need to make Angie my moderator. So, what year did you and Danny get married? $1981. What was the day? I'm so glad you guys are here too. I'm going to start moving on. I know I'm taking forever, but okay. Wow. Peggy, that was a 5 year. That is like a soul connection right there. So take that to heart. I can feel that too. It was a 5 year for you guys. Very, very interesting. I will save this. We'll talk more. Good info. Good info. Okay. Yes. I mean, I see what happened there, no doubt. But everything happened for a reason. You guys, that's like a soul connection there. And you do have that strong 8 bond, but he comes much more wounded. And I say that with all respect. Seriously, I do. So, Donna, Xanadu, and then Ed. You guys ready? Okay, Jonna, you're up, girl. Everybody stick with me. Don't go away. Love you for being here. Okay, let's see if I can do some math. Wow, look at all that Emperor energy in her. And you're a master number 11. Jonna, you probably know that, which is just the master intuitive, right? Yeah, Andy, you remember so many details. I love that about you. Jonna, we're going to take that to a 2, though. High priestess, empress, emperor, emperor. You are a strong leader, intelligent, intuitive, probably a little controlling. So, but do write this down. Your life energy code, Jana, 2, the major number, 344. So for you, you're a high priestess and an old soul. You're an empress and the seed. You're an emperor and a ruler. So you are undoubtedly somebody who can come up with ideas, manifest ways to put them in action, and just amazing energy. What I want to do, Jana, is read to you your overall high priestess energy and that affirmation and some info about that. And as time progresses, I'm happy to read the Empress and the Emperor energy to you as well. But with all due respect to time, we'll look at the High Priestess energy, your master number 11. Highly intuitive, psychic abilities, spiritual, empathic, compassionate, trust and fear issues, fear of the future, reflective, complex, secretive, shrouded, manifests a knot in your stomach a lot, retreats when injured, communication through emotion of the eyes, emotionally protective, controlling, sexual, aren't we all, I guess, reserved, composed emotionally, insightful, somewhat focused on physical appearance, suffers alone, resolves issues when they sleep. And you know what? I can show you guys what some of this looks like too. Suffers alone, resolves, said that. Struggles with sleep when overwhelmed or anxious, deeply connected with past, present, and future. Peggy, real quick. 8. Okay, back. Energy stays longer, and this energy, Jana, of a 2, stays longer in an abusive or an unhealthy relationship than most. I am a 2. I get it. I get it. Just want to say that. Compassionate, forgiving, struggles with self forgiveness, professor of a free spirit, loves to laugh, introspective, like almost like the hermit goes inward to find answers regarding your life path, feels life deeply and knows without knowing, knows instinctively who they click with, martyr issues, private about personal history, failures, goes with the flow, optimistic when facing difficulties and obstacles, energy most affected by rejection issues, can be direct and appear blunt. Let me see. I'm looking for some cards that are going to help you too. Private about personal history and failures, goes with the flow, optimistic when facing difficulties and obstacles. Oh yeah, I said that. Does not like change, particularly when it concerns disruption in the home. Uses verbal shots when feeling rejected or disrespected. Engaging personality, ability to put other people at ease with their warm and accepting nature, devoted to family and friends through any type of crisis, suffers with passive aggressive behavior, patient, and believes that what will happen is meant to happen. And I'm getting some cards for you so you can see just what I'm talking about. And a lot of you will connect to these cards as we talk. So hold on. I wish I had done that. I'll do this for Peggy sometime too. Almost done. I think that's a good representation, what I'm talking about. Aha. Okay. Here's some things I want to show you too, Jonna. And some famous high priestess, you guys. This is very interesting. Jacqueline Kennedy, Prince Charles, Benito Mussolini, Barack Obama, Judge Judy, Karen Carpenter, Gene Simmons, Bill Clinton, Rosa Parks, Madonna, and Harry Houdini. That's so crazy. And John, I have a affirmation for you. How's everybody doing in the chat? For reals. How's it going, you guys? Is Jonna still here? I hope so. I hope she's listening. Thank you, Angie. You're amazing. Is Jonna still here? I hope she's listening. I have the affirmation. If any of you are a high priestess, I'm going to say this in case she's gone and she can come back and watch. So if you have a 2 in your birth date or you are a 2, oh, you're here? She wants skates. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But here you go. I know what you're talking about, her booty. I thought about your booty, Angie. I hope it's okay. I've done stuff like that and I'm injured for weeks. Okay, Jonna, think about this affirmation. I will release all of my fears and worries to the heavens. I will trust in this beautiful universe. I am safe. There is nothing to fear. And stones that are helpful for high priestess. Petrified wood honors our history. Smoky quartz, purification. Labradorite connects one to the universal light. Lapis connects one to old wisdom of the universe. Selenite restores our innocence. And calcite promotes release of old patterns. So a lot of times, even 11s can spin, and that's going to give you trouble sleeping and all that stuff. So think about that. But as I mentioned, not only as a high priestess and as a 2, but you also have a 3 in you, which is the seed. So you're really, really good at manifesting and putting things to work. And if you don't think so, please know so. Now, this is the energy of the shapeshifter. So sometimes you can kind of hide behind a mask. Other times, a little bit of denial. But this is also about being really flexible, going with the flow, and not being judgmental. I don't know if you're in the healthcare profession, but a lot of people are with your energy. This is the 3. Or some trauma from when you were little or past life kind of energy there. Also, I don't know, Jonna, if you've lost a child or had childhood trauma, but that can be a part of this. This is the Emperor. Not perfect, perfectly imperfect is what I like to say about him. This is the 3 in you. This is somebody who carries a lot of responsibility that doesn't belong to them, a lot of burdens. So this is some of the stuff that has to be released. 11, the master intuitive, but also that past life energy of a soldier, a warrior. I love skating too. And I got to tell you what happened when I was rollerblading, but let me finish showing these to her. I feel like this is important. Let me read this to you, the energy behind this card. This is the soldier. Do you remember when we woke up to the imprint for the deck? This is Lindsay writing about creating this deck. I was in your body. I was a soldier lying in a field with dead brothers at my feet. I could hear the gas of the dying. All I could say was, I failed. Do you remember repeating that? I do. You showed me your power. You were a leader. You were responsible for the lives of men under your command. I had to leave you laying there in that dirt in order to understand your message. That was so hard for me to do, but I knew once I recorded the importance of your memory, I would return to you because you deserve to know the truth. You are and will always be a hero. You are brave. You are unwavering, devoted, admirable. You are a warrior, a defender. You've brought forward the burden of the past in order to heal your sorrow and release you from your guilt. You brought with you an armor, but you are not going to need it. Not this time. Not this time, love. You must first forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive those you believe have harmed you. Release your spirit from the armor in which you are enslaved. It isolates you. Nothing penetrates its barrier. Open your heart. The world needs your beautiful resilience. So I love that. I was really drawn to that card for you. But also in your energy is this beautiful eagle, the dove, let me read this to you as well, Jonna, so you can just visualize some of the energy behind your numbers. This is the dove, the humanitarian, peacemaker, messenger of peace, angelic communication, anxiety issues, right? Even with the 11. So always, and I have it, I get it. I don't know if it's even fixable. I just deal with it. This also is about being gentle, compassionate, non-judgmental. You don't like conflict or confrontation. In fact, you might really fear it and run. And you don't like judgment or criticism, but who does? You're just sensitive to it, extra sensitive. Loving, struggles with transparency, and in a past life subjected to trauma of war. Can you believe that? I can't. I mean, I haven't really put those two together quite like that. That's crazy, crazy interesting. And then I want you to see how sparkly you are as a 2. This can be a sponge though, Jonna. So when you walk in the room, you can read the room like nobody's business. And you attract people like Lucy and Charlie Brown with the, open for therapy sign. So don't be a sponge. Don't absorb everybody's energy. Use the stones I mentioned to protect yourself. And also, you're so good at going with the flow, but be sure that you don't adapt and be a chameleon when, like, what am I trying to say? Don't adjust to everybody around you to the point you lose yourself. So that's some of the energy. And yes, if Peggy's still here, that's a 1. These are the most sparkly, beautiful people. I love these cards. I love Lindsay. She's amazing. Okay. So, Donna, I'm going to leave you with that info for now. I hope you find that helpful. And when we meet again, I've got all kinds of information for you all that I love to share. Love, love, love to share. So now, good, Peggy, you sparkle. I love the sparkles too. Oh, what I was going to tell you, the last time I used to rollerblade and hold on to the stroller, all kinds of things, and I can rollerblade without it, but I never fell. A few years ago, I fell. I was almost home and I fell rollerblading. All the cars went past me. Nobody stopped to help me. I really, really was pissed and I hurt my shoulder. And every time I think about it, I get mad at my neighbors. Ah, And I've been scared to rollerblade since, but what I'm going to do is get a stroller for my dog and hold on like that. That's what I'm going to do. And I love roller skating, and I think Angie's so friggin' fun. I know. Who didn't stop? Literally, like going by. I mean, but I was home. I sat there. I cried a little. I bitched a little. I picked myself up. It was really my shoulder, but I'm all right. Yeah, I know. I'm over it. I'm gonna save this. Is Xanadu still here? Who's up next? I have Xanadu, and then if not, it's Ed. And Venus is wanted to be in here too. Oh yeah, I need that. That's what I'm talking about, Angie. That is what I'm talking about. Xanadu in the house. Okay, let's go. And eventually, you guys, if you want to know that the energy around your names and all that stuff, we can do it. Peggy, they do. Well, I don't. I want to look cool. I don't want to look like, I am old. I don't want to be out there with a stroller. I want to look cool. Does it look cool, Peggy? You're a member now? Thank you, Venus. Wow, that's so sweet. Okay, let me get well shoot, Xanadu, you're gonna be mad at me. Venus, do you mind waiting? Let me just give Xanadu like the quick rundown and then I'll go to Venus. Is that okay? Are you gonna be mad at me? Yeah, no, Peggy. No, Peggy. They have to look cool. Xanadu. Hold on. 18. Ooh, oh my gosh. Xanadu, first of all, you have the master number 11 in you, master intuitive. Okay. So you have that high priestess in you that I just read. So keep that in mind. Are y'all paying attention or we just need to go roller skating? I'm kidding. I love the chat. It's just hard to do. Roll through the frozen section. I'm seriously going to do that because it's already hot here. It was 72 at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm not happy about it. Now Xanadu's in there. Everybody's talking about ice skating. Oh, I cannot ice skate. Well, I'm from Florida, but I do. I can't go backwards. I cannot go backwards. Okay, Xanadu. Oh my gosh, you guys are cracking me up. 14, 15, 16. Wow, you guys, Xanadu. 7772. 7772, right? Xanadu. You are so much chariot and the soldier. So much. You need to do a past life reading with Sari, Jen. Amazing. Let's talk about the chariot energy because you have it in you times 3. Times 3. Angie will relate a little bit. I will too. We have a 7 in us. I have a 2 in me. I have a 9 in me, but 7772. Wow. Amazing. Xanadu, you ready? I'm going to read this to you and the affirmation and some stones, and then I'll go on. But do know I can do years for you guys that will likely make sense to you and connections with family and loved ones and love partners. Okay, you're welcome. Chariot energy people, able to do the impossible, dynamic spirit. Apparently, they like to skate. Just kidding. Stubborn, transparent, struggles with transparency, anger issues, abandonment issues, rejection issues. And if you don't have issues, God bless you. Don't be mad at me. Fear, trust issues, independent, guarded emotionally, attention seekers, original, boundary issues, requires personal space, commitment issues, energy least likely to marry. That's true of me too. And then once I did get married, it was hard to leave. Have difficulty asking for help, argumentative, balance and grounding issues, charismatic, easily triggered emotionally, reactive, strong of purpose, self-directed, self-motivated, somewhat self-absorbed, confrontational, challenges authority, communication issues, can be unforgiving, honest, impatient, thrive on challenging situations, like to overcome obstacles like falling on your butt ice skating, ambitious, emotional, sensitive, competitive, fear of failure, confident, indecisive, enthusiastic, energetic, untiring, impulsive, relentless. Now, let me show you some of your cards. And there's even more that I didn't show you all. I mean, we could do this for days. Okay, so also part of you has that 11 that always jumps out at me. And you guys, let me read this card to you because this can be complicated. This is the energy of 2, and that is the shapeshifter. And it is somebody that's highly intuitive, an alchemist, a wizard, private, original, elusive, shrouded, loner, self-esteem issues, often feels misunderstood. Do you have a 2 in you? Am I just, you don't even have a 2 in you? This is important for you. Don't ask me why. Has the ability to change according to their environment, intimacy issues, avoidance issues. I don't know why I had to read that to you, but I did. Is it the 11? No, you do have a 2 in you. That's why. You do. You do have the 11. So really good at starting things. The anxiety that we talked about. Also, this abandonment issues, childhood trauma, really feeling alone a lot of times. This, you bring uncompromising love to people that you do trust and care about. Just, you bring a lot of love to the world, Xanadu. You really do. Also, this is important. This is like where you have, I believe this is called the primal scream. This is this 52 card 7, and this is primal scream, where you really have a lot you have to get out. Oh no, it's the sponge. The sponge, which is a lot of what I talked about with that too. So be careful of this, Xanadu. Grief, highly intuitive, highly sensitive, contracted to absorb the emotions of other people. So you kind of came into the world doing that. Struggles with personal boundaries and saying no. Often enables people they love, feels responsible, like feels everything. I love disco too. Xanadu, this is important though, that you don't absorb other people's energy and feel responsible for whatever they've done, whatever's going on in their life. Okay, I hope that helped you understand a little bit. And then if you'd like, you can always come back. I'll save this and we'll talk about other people that you're connected with, because you have a very, very old soul, past life vibe. And I think there's a lot to dive into about who you're connected with. You're super welcome. Okay. Venus, you're up. And sorry, Bill, you got to wait. Venus, shoot me your birthday. Thank you for becoming a member. Yes. Well, that's the thing, Alicia. Yeah. Because we all have this energy in us. I mean, we're all a lot alike. We're more alike than we're different. And then when you see the layers and how you relate to the people that mean a lot in your life, especially children and parents, and what happened when we were little, it's like liberating, because you can be like, oh my God, that makes sense. And also it's just not always our fault. We are at 9 months in our mom's womb. And this is not to blame our parents, but think about that. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. That is a long time. So a lot of times what's going on with your mother and your dad reflects in your numerology too, as well as everybody that we're connected to. And that's why I love it, love it, love it. I can go just deep into it, but we will over time. Okay, Venus, I'm looking for your birth date. Somehow I didn't write it down. I don't need time or place. Not Canadian. I love Canadians. Okay, 1962. 18. Okay. Man, that's so cool. Like all the numbers too. I'm just like, that is just, I look at your energy. So you already have the Empress and the Hermit and the Prophet in you times 2. But I also want you to know, with the 9 comes a 6. They mirror each other. So you have a lot of layers, Venus. Remember that. We are beautiful, complex, complicated souls. Okay, so that makes 18. Is that right? Let me double check. 11, 12, 13, 7, 8, 9. Yep. 3, 3, 9, 9. So your overall number is 3, Venus, but it's also 3399. Super cool. And then I want you to take it a step further and understand 339696. I wrote the year wrong. Oh, what? Okay. Scratch. What's the year? 85? Wait, 222. Y'all are throwing me off here. Okay, Venus, let's start again. I wrote the year wrong. Can you shoot it in there again? I don't see it. I'm sorry. Let me look. Let me go back. I do need 82. Okay. Cool. Got you. And then it was what? 1803. Okay. Now I got you. Awesome. Oh, that makes sense. Yep. Okay. Let's start over. Are you ready? Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. I got it. I know. I'm sorry, Venus. You're like, hey, I'm from 1966. Don't laugh so much. Take that back. But yes, me too. My God, right? Shut up, lady. I'm not that old. Hey. No, I'm just kidding. So you have the 5, Venus. That is, you have everybody you meet that really means something to you is a soul connection. I mean, deep. People nowadays use that twin flame talk. I really don't buy that. I believe in soulmates, soul connections, the good, the bad, the ugly when it comes to relationships. But you are somebody, let me read this to you. And then understand that you also have the high priestess in you, the old soul, right? The hermit and the prophet, as well as the empress. But let's look at the energy around 5. And let me give you that affirmation and the stones for you too. And Venus, we'll see how much longer we go, but keep coming back because I can go through the years that might be significant to you, as well as your connections with other people. But any of you and Venus with a 5 is Hierophant qualities, also the church, and nothing religious. You're very moral, things that you hold dear to your heart, and people that you care about. You're that person that sits and listens and really cares. But I know that you also come with a lot of your own wounds, stuff that probably for real started with your mom and dad when they were pregnant. Very much Hierophant vibe. If that's not true for you, I understand. But let me read this to you. Highly moral, highly ethical, spiritual, dedicated themselves with a career that gives back to the world. Truth seekers. Energy most affected by guilt association. They absorb and transfer guilt, shame, disappointment, and feelings of failure. A lot of that is, and you do that also with the 2 as a sponge, so be careful of that. Liberate yourself. Be like, oh, okay, doesn't belong to me. Yay. Often sees the cup half full. Struggles with overwhelming fear of dread. Digestion issues. Wounded. A lot of that old wound stuff. Past life regression. All of that would be good. May blame others for their problems. Very responsible. Carries the weight of family issues. Perfectionist, conformist, traditional, guarded emotionally, tends to hold on to a grudge, committed, honest, controlling, struggles with healthy boundaries. Hold on, some things are coming to me that I want to show you too. Struggles with self-esteem issues. Has difficulty saying no without feeling guilty. I don't know, Sherry. I'm hanging there with me. I've got a couple ahead of you. Venus, proud, protective, devoted deeply to family and loved ones. Opinionated, critical, can be destructive, hard on oneself, must learn to be forgiving, especially of yourself. Judgmental, mostly of yourself. Self-absorbed, self-involved. That's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Politically, difficult to please, politically minded, deeply impacted on how they are perceived, guarded, intimacy issues, focused on physical appearance, harsh, advocates, rigid in their beliefs, Defensive, private with injuries and problems within the family, conservative and a need to be accepted. I don't know if I don't believe I read this. So famous Hierophants, Angelina Jolie, Abraham Lincoln, Russell Brand, Billy Bob Thornton, Andy Kaufman, Mel Gibson, George Michael, Steven Spielberg, Liberace, and Venus. Also, I want to read this affirmation to you. I am in a beautiful place of peace and forgiveness. I choose in this moment to lay down any burden I may be carrying in my life. I choose to draw wisdom from the lessons I have learned about myself. I am grateful, hopeful. I choose to nourish my spirit with loving thoughts. Stones for you. Malachite helps to release toxins. Petrified wood honors our history. Labradorite connects one to universal light. Jade promotes love, compassion, understanding, and self-love. And carnelian heals wounds of the heart and offers courage. Okay, now I've got some cards I want to show you real quick because the visuals are always good, right? Some of it may make sense to you, some may not. And I won't pull all of them because it can get complicated. But we're going to look at a lot of them. Some of them I haven't talked about before. Okay. So, Venus, think about these. Let's see. I want you to first, where's the sparkly? She didn't get her sparkly card. Where'd it go? Hold on, guys. Okay. Where is it? Where'd the sparkle cards go? Oh, it's going to be the last one. Anyway, it's the sponge, you know. Where'd it go? Maybe I put it down. Okay. Couple things I want you to think about with the 6 and 9s that'll apply to a lot of you guys. Yes, I understand. I battle with that. I get it. I do. This is some of that shadow work that you're talking about, and literally like something that's haunted you forever that you might feel responsible for, like a grip that you don't even know where it came from. So that's something to think about. Let me read what Lindsay wrote about the shadow. Its power doesn't come from its history. Its power comes from remaining in the shadows. Anybody that has a 6 or a 9 in you, this is important. Drawing this energy to the light, exposing it fully, confronting it bravely will rob it of its hold on you. Forgiveness has the ability to transcend us to a higher state of being. Your spirit knows the time is now and you're ready. I love that. Also, somewhere in your life now or ooh, what happened? You guys still there? I don't know what happened. There's maybe been abuse of power in your life, Venus, or a control. Very loyal, but you know, that card makes me want to cry. On the flip side, another 6 where you're very shamanistic, very spiritual. You're here to help heal people. The 9 in you, this is the primal scream, you guys. This is stuff that we have to, is it? No? Yes, the scream. Unexpressed emotion. This is stuff you just got to get out, even if you just scream all by yourself. Unexpressed grief, frustration, resentment, anger, control, loss of control, right? Power, loss of power, rage, regret, shame issues. May feel like life is against you, feelings of betrayal and disappointment. So that's kind of haunting you for quite a while. Now, very important, your overall energy is of the guardian. In a past life, you were contracted to walk beside those that were suffering. You sat with the dying, you walked with the broken, those that felt alone. Your job was simply to be a witness, to be fully present, not to absorb their grief or alter their path, whose fate was being tested. Most of the time, you honored the contract, but there were a few occasions where you tried to take their grief, and the person you walked beside ultimately failed the test. This is where I don't want you to absorb everyone's emotions. And when you feel like it's a soulmate and you have this contract, you still have to walk beside them. We cannot carry people. Literally, only Jesus and God can do that. We're contracted to walk beside and not, we have to honor their path. Also, do not rob them of this powerful gift. Bear witness, listen. This is what a Hierophant is so good at. Promote, inspire, reassure. Do not absorb, do not save. Your mere presence helps to summon their courage to take back their power. They know in their spirit they are never alone. This is the key to their healing. If you believe in this beautiful key, then you will honor the grace of the contract. Very important. This is what it looks like to come in as a 5 with all that armor. All that has to be, sometimes you got to break down to break through. Some of you in a past life, childhood, that have 9s may resonate with an unaliving is the best way I can put it. Also, there's a lot of control when you think of that rope. A lot of you with 9s and you are very creative, musical, artistic. Just bring a lot of that muse and fun and optimism, and just probably like to roller skate too. Again, this is about the burdens you carry that don't belong to you, but you being a beautiful leader, somewhat controlling. So I'm showing you cards that have the frequency of all of the energy of these numbers. Record keeper, intimacy issues. In a past life or in childhood, or even now, you might be surrounded by or with health issues, medical issues, or maybe you've been a caregiver. There's your sparkly self. Love that card. This is important also, Venus, because as scary as this is, what this is about is the ancestral ties you have as a 5. It's in your bones. It's in your DNA. It's very shamanistic too. But you carry around a lot of family history within you. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Yes. This also represents the Hierophant. This is an important card too. 32. This is, oh no, one of my cats is sick. The Redeemer. Heart feels guilty, rebirthing, born again. Feels responsible to save others. That keeps coming up. And the guilt and the responsibility you feel. I have a sick cat. Oh my gosh. Hard on themselves. The whole forgiveness thing. Feels like you've done something wrong. That's this. There's a grip. There's a grip. So I don't know if something happened when you were little that has a grip on you or whatever, but I don't, even if you were responsible, forgive yourself. But I feel like it wasn't really your burden. Also, sometimes you might feel you have something to prove. Fear of judgment, again, holding on to guilt of past issues, and trying to please so much and being very sensitive to criticism about it. This is that muse I talked about. This is the shaman again in you, but being careful that you don't get overwhelmed by everything. So it's interesting how the 9s and 6s can be so involved. That's a 60 card called suffocation. And again, if you do any past life work, this may resonate with you. Also, the 9, right? There's some unaliving kind of thing going on here. And it could have been trauma, something dramatic and devastating that you witnessed. Those are the kinds of things that can have a deep grip on you. Whatever it was that left you with the energy of fear, you may have had your breath taken away by someone or something. You may have decided to stop breathing on your own. You have the opportunity to restore your breath in this present life, to shed the fear that resides in your lungs. Underneath it all is grief from the fear of loss. You are ready to restore this spiritual imbalance and welcome back the vital air your physical body needs. Breathe, my darling. You are completely safe. It will bring you back to the living. I'm glad that resonated with you. And this is about an anchor, but anchors can hold, can weigh you down. It can be helpful, a great tool, but it's also a big hook in you. That's the part you've got to work on. This is also about childhood trauma, shattered. And this I love. This is the energy of 5 too. This is really like the occultist, I believe. The energy of the occultist is old and steeped in magic and mystery. Wizard, magic maker, spellcaster, nonconformist, visionary, loner, intuitive, alchemist, original thinker, rule breaker, insightful, wise, and deeply connected spiritually and to the occult, which I see as just the tools that we use. So I love that for you. I hope that was helpful again. Oh my God, we can go so deep with this stuff. I'm going to keep going. I can do one more. I think I got one more in me. Oh, thanks, Angie. I didn't know you were still here. You are the 5 card. Hi, Judy. I just realized that was you. I love that you guys are feeling the frequency and the vibrations around all of these numbers and the cards. That's exactly what's meant to happen. So very cool. Now, Ed, if you want. Oh, Alicia. Oh my gosh. I think Ed's been waiting. You're giving Lola a bath? That's adorable. You're moving around pretty good for somebody who broke her butt. Okay, well, I think I need to do Ed. And then if you guys will subscribe, you're a 9-month too. So you have a 6 in you as well. Is Ed still here? He might have fallen asleep on me. He's in England, I think. Okay, I'll do one more, but where's Ed? Alicia, if Sherry, come back because I'm probably not going to get to you today, but subscribe. Aha. All right, Ed, you want to shoot? You want it? You want one? Send me your birth date. Let's go, Ed. He's still waking up. Bless his heart. I know it's late there. Oh, okay, Sherry. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, Sherry, still come back. Thank you. Thank you, Angie. You rock. Yes, Ed. Thank you for that. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me go with Alicia. I think Sherry, I'm super sorry. I might get to you. Give me a chance. Let me go to Alicia real quick. Let's see. We'll go a little faster and then, do the deep dives as much as we can when we meet again. I'll try to do these lives more often. I'm working on consistency, Angie. Okay, Alicia, here we go. Give me 1 second to do this math. So, and honestly, you can put the life code in any order you want, but your main number, Alicia, is 9. So we read a lot about the energy around that, didn't we? Did I? The Hermit. So I hope you paid attention. If not, I will put the replay up because I want you to understand you're the Hermit, the Prophet, the Lover, the Muse, the Magician, and the Alchemist. You also have the 5 in you that I just read about the Hierophant and the 3. So, yeah, there's a lot of similar energy in our group, which is fascinating in and of itself. Alicia, this is an 8-year for you, which is about restoration. So, this year, I hope this resonates with you. Restoration. And I'll show you a few cards too, but again, you have similar energy that we've been talking about, which is so, so cool. But this year is a year of restoring personal and emotional balance, an opportunity to heal grounding and stability issues, adjustment from abrupt change, stand up and speak your personal truth, discernment about life priorities and redirection of energy, reexamination of your personal belief system, which is going to be very deep. I mean, it's deep for all of us, but you have that 5 in you. So you really tap into what morals and values and things that you hold on to. Understand, and some of that doesn't belong to you. So this is a year of letting go of some of that and re-examining where you have power and letting go of behaviors, patterns, and thoughts that are toxic and destructive. Emotional triggering issues, but healing those triggers too. In healing, especially about forgiveness of self and others. This can be a year where you need a plan B, especially if you're involved in any legal or court proceedings. It doesn't mean it's going to be bad. Just have a plan B. It is about justice this year, being an advocate for yourself and a lot of truth. So that's important. Now, let me show you some cards maybe that we haven't talked about. Let's see. Some childhood trauma, as I mentioned. This is the Muse. And if you think about the Lover's card, the duality in us, you can get out of balance a little bit, but it doesn't last for long. And I love that about that energy. I mean, you too may have a grip about something. Oh, pancakes sounds really good. You too are this old soul that carries a lot of the responsibility for your family and past life. You're like the record keeper, and it's seriously in your DNA. This resonated with Venus. I don't know if it does with you. Let me read this to you guys. That is the 9. So this is kind of important. Sometimes the intimacy issues I talked about, the record keeper, this wise leader. You can also really start projects again. Remember, don't carry burdens that don't belong to you. This, Alicia, may resonate with you also. Past life energy, sometimes childhood stuff. You also come with a lot of armor. You guys crack me up. This resonates for you big time. This, that you need, Alicia, to express a lot of those, you know, childhood traumas and things that might be bothering you, or anything you feel in denial about, or that grip. I need to read this to you. Spirit's like, you did not read that card. So let me read this. This is important. This is the hero. You've come to this life to inspire those facing extreme challenge or obstacle, that nothing is impossible to overcome when we are brave. We all have the ability to meet the challenge head on and win every time, without exception. We have not come to this life to cower. We have not come to this life to run from what scares us. This card encourages the message to not focus on what we may have lost, but what we have the ability to regain. You cannot take away my faith. You cannot rob me of my strength. In a past life, you may have suffered a devastating injury. Although some people believed it would defeat you, but instead this challenge made you who you are. It made you stronger. We are here to celebrate the beauty of your heart, Alicia, the strength of your spirit, and the beautiful awe of your will. The energy you feel from reading the imprint of this card is a gift offered by the greatness of our determined hero spirit, and that is for Venus as well. And lastly, as a 9, I always have to remember to remind you guys, boundaries. There's abuse of power in your life, in the past, childhood, all of that. You are a loyal, amazing, beautiful old soul. Don't let anybody take your self-esteem, your power, and don't let them control you and rob you of your spirit. As a 9. And do remember, Alicia, again, you also, where'd it go? Hold on. I want to remind you, I want to read the 1 to you guys. I haven't done that. A lot of you here have 1s and 2s, my little sparkly people. Gifted. Alicia, you have a 1 in you. 9153. You radiate inspiration, acceptance, and hope, the angelic light worker. You may struggle with personal boundaries, again, and feel responsible for fixing everyone. You may believe you're contracted to be the light in the room, the person always reassuring everyone. Double that because you got a 5 in you. You may feel the need to always be positive, hopeful, and accepting. There are times where you may set yourself up for disappointment or feel drained from others drawing from your light. There is a greater depth inside of you that holds the key to your soul's purpose, but you have to be willing to do more than just shine. So I hope that makes sense. Or gummies, or just some flat out gummies. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. So, Alicia, I hope that helped. I have so much more to tell you. So, do come back. Do come back. All right. I think, what do you guys think? Oh, yeah. I said it out loud. I know. I'm from Florida. What do you want from me? The only place left that won't make it what? What is it? Medical here? I want it. I want everything. Recreational. That's what I want. How the hell did I don't know. That's all I have to say on that subject. Alicia, you are so welcome. I think I better stop because I've kept you here a long time. And now I want to go. Oh, you're a life path 1, Angie? I want to read the magician information to you. You down for that, Angie? Nobody's seeing you, boo boo. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, Lordy. Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Okay, magician. Do Sherry? Okay. That's nice of you. Angie, we're going to do this live together and do our numerology and, have some fun. I got to bring you on. We're going to do this together. Okay, Sherry, last one. Let's go. And do remember to come back, you guys, because I have a lot more to share with you all about this. Angie's so sweet. Oh, thank you. Angie's already doing the math. I can hear her wheels turning. So she has the 1, the 6, the 9. You guys, it's so incredible how that happens in lives. Yes, I agree, Angie. We should do it on the reg too. That way we both are working on, what is that thing? Consistency. And you have the 5. And you're a 3. So your overall is 3. Let me make sure I did that right. Wait. Did I do that right? 13. There's my mistake. Hold on. Okay, you must know this, that Sherry, you're in master number 11, a master intuitive. Did I do the math right? You can tell when I get tired. So you're a master number, yes. No, you are a 3. What am I doing? Yeah, that was right. I was right the first time. Oh, I know. No, you're very good. I mean, you talk about consistency, so I joke because I'm not, but I'm really working on it, and you've been super consistent. Your channel, all the channels, everything. You, I think, are amazing. You know I love you. Sherry, you are a 3, Empress. I want to read that energy to you. That's one we haven't done as an overall vibe. So we're going to talk about that. But you also have the 5, the Hierophant, the Church. I hope you heard what I read about that. And you have the 6, the Lovers, the Muse. And with that comes the 9. And you have the 1. Oh, I know. I got to get in these lives and do yoga and all that stuff. Peggy and I were talking about, Angie. I'm coming to do yoga. Angie knows that my best friend teaches yoga too. So I just love it. Same for me, Angie. Same. Lifelong. I think I have a ton of anxiety from the womb. Seriously. And everything that's happened. So through my anxiety, I get so overwhelmed. I procrastinate. And you can tell I'm just super hyper and everything. No barking, please. I'm sorry, you guys, for the barking. Sherry, so you are the Empress and the seed fundamentally, right? And then you're a 5, a 6, and a 1. 3, 5, 6, 1, and add the 9. So I'm going to read to you the Empress energy, the seed, the affirmation, and the crystals for you, and save this so we can talk more. But I don't believe I've read the 3, which a lot of you have the 3. Okay. So Empress energy people are highly intuitive, and I'm going to show you some cards. Nurturing, supportive, spiritual, empathic, and not only an empath but very empathetic. Struggles with being able to relax, fear issues, anxiety issues, struggles with the unknown, control issues, may manifest fear as a knot in your stomach, and have digestion issues. Not sure if that's true for you. Impatient, creative, love to see things develop under your careful attention. Planting that seed and watching it grow. Impatient, creative, they bring out and inspire qualities of other people. Effective as coaches, teachers, and mentors. Protective, defensive, devoted to family. Struggles with living in the present. Struggles with living in the moment. Struggles with letting go of the past. Has difficulty allowing their children to fail. Takes on other people's issues. May have difficulty maintaining healthy boundaries. Struggles with speaking their truth, communication issues, avoidance issues, and you don't like confrontation. You may have difficulty saying no, and burnout issues because of all of that. And private about your personal suffering. People are drawn to your warm, protective nature. Sometimes a martyr syndrome, defensive, and may withdraw when injured. Takes on the responsibility of care of the parents. May have some trust and intimacy issues, guilt, self-esteem issues, manipulation, emotional manipulation. Either you do it or people do it to you. Often struggles with feelings of dread. Deals with feelings of being taken advantage of. Struggles with self-care. Their home is warm and welcoming, and they love to cook for people, but tend to be the last to eat, the last to sit down, and the last to go to bed. And I wonder if that's true of Sherry. Some famous Empress energy, you guys. Anne Frank, Kate Middleton, Celine Dion. Oh my God, Trudeau. Hillary Clinton, River Phoenix, Charles Dickens, Fidel Castro, Michael Stipe. I don't even know who that is. Very cool. So, Sherry, is she still here? I hope you're listening, love. If not, oh, my phone talked to me. Aw, that's sweet, you guys. Sherry, this is an affirmation for the Empress energy. Today I will nourish my spirit. I will allow myself to receive and know that I am safe to do so. I am good. I am beautiful. I am kind. And stones that'll help you. Moonstone. Moonstone helps to release fear. Malachite helps to release toxic energy. Labradorite connects one to universal light. Boji stones for grounding and balancing, smoky quartz for purification, and selenite restores your innocence. So let me show you. Okay, Sherry, let's look at some energy about this visually, some of the energy in your numbers, okay? This feels important. One second, guys. This one I read to you, very magical, very wizard-like. I don't know if you've had a bad car accident or lost people in an accident, but I had to tell you that. There's a lot of that. Hold on a second. Also, I need to tell you about this very much so. Of course, this I've mentioned about carrying burdens and weights, but we'll go over these a little bit more in depth since I haven't really read the 3 to you guys. Almost there. Hold on. I don't want to miss any. A lot of you who have 8s, I feel like you've seen things when you were little you weren't supposed to see. So just take care of that. Okay. Sherry, these are cards that may resonate with you, maybe not, but going with your energy vibration, let's see. And I am going to refer to Lindsay's notes on this because some of these are so much deeper than I even give them credit for. Bound. She asks that you look at the image on this card. Your mind may be telling you that you are powerless, that your hands are tied and bound. Look closely. This is just a lie that your fear is telling you. All you have to do is collapse your hands. The card speaks of discernment of power. Do you have power? Is this your issue? Do you need to back off? Are you mirroring the energy of a victim? Do you believe you are powerless? So many questions. And with that, I want you to remember personal boundaries. Let me read. Honestly, I don't know if this is going to resonate with you, but I just want you to take it as far as personal boundaries. As a child, if we don't learn about our value, if we're not told how precious and amazing we are, we ultimately are at risk. We give ourselves away. We give away our power. We give away our bodies too soon. We lay down spiritually empty and offer the only thing we believe will connect us to the love and acceptance our soul and spirit craves. This card honors the recovery of this emotional imbalance. This card encourages us to get up, restore our power, and stop giving ourselves away. The message reminds us that we have so much more to offer: a brilliant mind, a radiant heart, that our body is our temple, that we have the power to choose who we may lay down with, that we are whole, that we are and have always been worthy. Oh, well, I know. You are this gentle, caring, loving person. Let me read this to you. I feel this is important. Truth, wholeness, healing, openness, trust without fear, communication. Sometimes lack of trust in yourself. There's like a big betrayal of trust too, and heartbreak, vulnerability, emotional transparency, kindness, opportunity, and may have a tendency to be too trusting, worthiness issues. I want you to remember to be the queen in your life and keep your personal boundaries. Remember, you light up the room, but don't be a chameleon and absolutely, for example, just having to do everything your sister said. Lost suddenly, oh, oh, honey. Yes, I understand. We'll have to do some numerology on that too and help you with that. I went through a year like that and it caused me a lot of grief. So it's a big healing journey to get through that grief. I completely understand. I want to read this to you because this is actually it's a 12, it's a 3 card, but these are Lindsay's hands. This is the imperfect healer. She says, I wanted to be present in my deck to walk beside those that were once broken and lost. My intention in this life was never to be a spiritual leader, but the universe had a greater plan for me and for you, Sherry, okay? This card honors the beautiful, challenging, difficult road of recovery, and that can be recovery from a lot of things, including grief. It took me years. The extraordinary grace of liberating ourselves from feeding our soul and spirit of shame. It celebrates that forgiveness of self is possible and that we are deserving and honoring our pain. I walk beside you not to summon your struggle, but to bring light to all the lessons you've learned. This card reflects the beauty of being flawed and imperfect. It celebrates that through our willingness to be brave, transparent, and vulnerable, including here, and determined, it helps to restore a spiritual seed of hope in those that are suffering. So I love that. Also, I feel like this was important for you, and I haven't shared this with you guys. 39. This is a lot about what you're going through right now, Sherry, the pull. Torn between 2 opposing forces, energy side to side, rooted in division of energy due to childhood trauma, separation, violence, loss, right? That separates us. Conflicted. You can get very stuck in your head, very overthinking and analytical, which will make you overwhelmed and frustrated. So you can create drama and chaos, maybe because you grew up in it, dramatic, but reserved, triggered, easily triggered, fear, difficulty making decisions, and sometimes denial, just really highly reactive. There can be addiction and avoidance issues. Oh, thank you, Angie. Okay. And I feel like this about you that, yeah, I think we all get that way. I don't know if you went through some abandonment issues. Oh, I know. But let me see what Lindsay can offer with this. It's not exactly your vibe as a 1, but it is a 1. And so I don't know if it makes sense to you, but I feel compelled to tell you what it says. Compelled. The outcast. Okay. Let me read this to you then. And I hate to say this, okay? Just I have to read what she wrote. Thrown away in a past life, thrown away in the present. Bankruptcy of spirit, trauma, difficulty overcoming trauma, unsupported, denial of support, addiction issues are coming up again. And sometimes it's not us, but people around us too. Broken spirit, the trust and abandonment and worthiness issues I've talked about. You can feel defeated in this energy, okay? And a loner. Honestly, there's a fear of success too. And I think you're very generous and may have trouble saving money. So that's important to think about. But then there's this beautiful card, and I've not read this to you guys. The eagle, the old soul, insightful, intuitive, a visionary, a powerful leader. Sometimes fear of that power, a ritualist, a messenger, brilliant, intelligent, a seer, responsible, withdraws when injured, proud, protected, and protective, focused, can be controlling and confrontational, definitely a record keeper, that messenger. There's a lot of spiritual information within you. Private, sometimes respect and dominance issues and a little bit of arrogance, but sometimes that can take you a long way. And I feel like this 3 maybe was meant for you, and a lot of the loss and medical issues and things that may have gone on. So let's read this. I didn't read this one to you all either. And then maybe it'll all make sense. And this can be about you or people around you. You do feel like a third wheel? Okay. Yeah, I get that. I can feel very much like that too. This card is called the medic, doctor, nurse, healer. That's what I feel about you, Sherry. Logical thinker. I know you can get in your head and be too analytical, but you're very logical. All the health issues and fear of health issues, scientific thinker, concern for the physical body, caring, supportive, responsible, feels responsible for everything, feels responsible for the physical and emotional health of other people, interested in the importance of diet and lifestyle. I hope that does help. And then, yes, I think there's more, but that should give you a good vibe. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm happy you're here because I have too. And this is a great community. I know Angie and everybody will attest that you're in a safe place, in a very uplifting space where we don't judge and we really want to help heal. And also, you guys give us so much information. Ed probably fell asleep, but just all of you, Peggy is just, you guys are very brilliant, intelligent, gifted people. And speaking for Angie, I know we love having you at the Spiritual View. And I'm super grateful. I know that thank you, that you're here with me today too. It's been an honor, an absolute honor to share this with you guys, to share everything that I do with and because of Lindsay. And I can't wait to keep layering the information as well as the charms for you guys. So if I can go live this weekend, I will. Keep an eye out. Do subscribe. Watch the posts. I'll be sure to post ahead. If I can't this weekend, you'll see me here Tuesday, no matter what. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, you too. Love you guys. And Angie, so mad respect, girl. Mad respect to all of you. Have a great week until I see you. Yes, baby, you're the best. Please be safe out there. Oh, you're still up, Ed. Mwah. Sweet dreams, love. Sweet dreams. Yes, we are just weaving this amazing community. You're so welcome, Venus. And I'm just absolutely honored to be with you guys. I can't even tell you. Thank you, Peggy. I'm going to go. I have these to study, and I'll share them with you soon. Thank you, Angie. Alicia, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Angie, it was a great surprise to have you here today. I love you. Thank you. I got to make you a moderator. But you did without the little wrench. Look at you. She doesn't need a wrench. She can do anything. Peace out, you guys. I'll see you, I hope, this weekend. I'll keep you posted. Bye. Be good. Thank you, guys. Peace.